Hi. Now this is a difficult question actually. We have to figure out in how many ways can a pair of integers be chosen x comma a such that this is true. So x and a are integers, okay, and this has to be true. So let's rewrite this. Now since x square is always positive, I can also write this as mod of x square minus twice of mod x plus mod of a minus 2 is equal to 0. Now to make things a little easy, I'll add a 1 and I'll subtract a 1. Now why did I do this? If you look at the first three terms here, this is a square plus b square minus twice of a into b. So this is effectively mod of x minus 1 whole square. And the next two terms can be written as plus mod of a minus 2 minus 1 is 0. Right? So these are the this whole thing can be simplified like this. So this is a perfect square, and we know perfect square is always greater than or equal to 0. Hence, if this is always greater than or equal to 0 and for both their sum to be 0, the value of this expression should be less than or equal to 0. Correct? If this becomes positive, can this value be 1? If this is 1, this whole expression is 1, then this expression least is 0, so the sum will become positive. So that's not possible. So for the sum of these two to be 0, since this is greater than equal to 0, this has to be less than equal to 0. And we know a has to be an integer. So this will only take integral values. A mod of a minus 2 minus 1 will take only integral values abhi. So what are the integral values that it can take? So let's start with what is the least value that it can take. It has to be 0 or less than 0, right? So what is the least value this expression can take? So let's focus on mod of a minus 2 minus 1. Iski, what is the least value? The least value will be when this part is least possible. And what is the least possible value of mod? The least possible value of mod is 0. Hence the least possible value of this expression is minus 1. So the value of this expression least is minus 1. So basically if this expression is less than equal to 0 and the least value is minus 1, we get exactly two cases. Either this is 0 or it is minus 1. Right? So we just get two cases. Mod of a minus 2 minus 1, either it is 0 or case 2 that mod of a minus 2 minus 1 is equal to minus 1. These are the only two cases that we have. Correct? Now think about it. If this is 0 and for the sum to be 0, this will also have to be 0. That means mod of x minus 1 should also be 0. This is 0 when mod of x minus 1 is 0. Also if this is minus 1, in that case for the sum to be 0, this has to be plus 1. So mod of x minus 1 whole square is 1. That means mod of x minus 1 can be either plus 1 or minus 1. Correct? So basically what we have is that mod of x minus 1 whole square is 0 and mod of x minus 1 whole square is 1. This is what we have. Now let's solve both these cases. In the first case, if mod of a minus 2 minus 1 is 0, that means mod of a minus 2 is equal to 1. That means a minus 2 is equal to plus 1 or minus 1. So if we take plus 1, a is equal to plus 1 plus 2, 3. Or if we take minus 1, a minus 2 is minus 1. So a will be plus 2 minus 1, 1. So a is either 3 or 1. And in this case, mod of x minus 1 whole square is 0. That means mod of x minus 1 is 0. That means mod of x is equal to 1. So if mod of x is equal to 1, x can be either plus 1 or minus 1. So the possible values of x comma a that we have is either x can be plus 1 or minus 1. So if a is plus x is 1, a can be 3 or 1. So x comma a will be 1 comma 3 or 1 comma 1 when x is 1. And if x is minus 1, again a can be 3 or 1. So we'll have another set of value as minus 1 comma 3 and minus 1 comma 1. So we have 4 possible combinations of x comma a from this case. Now coming to this case, I have mod of a minus 2 minus 1 is minus 1. So minus 1 cancels out. Mod of a minus 2 is equal to 0. That means a minus 2 has to be 0. That means a is equal to 2. So only one possible value of a from here. And in this case, mod of x minus 1 whole square is 1. That means mod of x minus 1 is either plus 1 or minus 1. So if mod of x minus 1 is plus 1, mod of x will be 2. Or if mod of x minus 1 is minus 1, mod of x will be 0. So from here, mod of x is 2, that gives us x is equal to plus minus 2. Or if mod of x is 0, x comes out to be 0. So from here we have 3 possible values of x and 1 possible value of a. So we'll have total 3 into 1, 3 possible combinations of a and x from here. We had 4 combinations from here and 3 combinations from here. What will be 3 combinations? 2, 2, minus 2, 2 and 0, 2. So the total possible combinations of x and a is 4 plus 3, option D, 7. So slightly difficult question, a lot of calculation to be done, some sort of manipulation to be done here. So agreed, a difficult question might be skipped in the exam.